Hi, good evening. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Jayco Show. Just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for stopping in to see tonight's comment, and I hope it will help clear up a few things. Now, when I previously published my last episode, it was regarding being being a fan of something, and I say that because this needs to be prefaced. Previously, I believe it was in episode 2, I gave an explanation of comments. And when it comes to the comments, I was very specific about the comments being about the content. Constructive criticism was welcome. Also, anything that you may have enjoyed about the episode. I did make it also specific that if the comments I felt were too personal, or if I felt it was inappropriate, or if I felt it was just flat out being mean, that the comments would be turned off. So, at the conclusion of the last episode, I went out on a limb and I went ahead and left the comments on because I was really genuinely curious to how some of you may have felt about the content, about being a fan, and your level of being a fan. And I mentioned also that I was going to hopefully be banking several more episodes following that one. Well, here's the explanation. I didn't. I haven't made the episodes that I was hoping to make already, and when I did leave the comments on, again, I was really interested if there was anybody that had any feedback. As I had mentioned in terms of the way I felt about the comments, they were personal. They were too personal in my own opinion, and some of them were just flat out inappropriate. So the comments were turned off again, and I felt really, really discouraged by those, just the disrespect of the comment section. I explained in previous episodes what the comments were for, and if there was one comment, even one, that I felt that was inappropriate or I felt was too personal, that comments would be shut off. That is not going to change with me. That is not going to change with me. And as a relatively new person to YouTube, I thought to myself, well, am I the only one that has to deal with the negativity, the negative comments? And as it turns out, no, even shows that have very, very high numbers in followers, still get the the comment or the dislikes, the huge number of dislikes. And for some of them, I've watched their content. Their content is not bad. Their content is within the premise of what their show is built upon. And specifically, I can think of 3. These shows are new to me, and I highly recommend that you go and see their content because I think they're really fun. Ashton and John, JB Lethal TV, and Courtney Colston. And what they do is they react. Ashton and John, they react to suggestions. JB Lethal TV, he reacts to music. And Courtney Colston, she's if you were to try to find her on YouTube, you would probably put in New Zealand Girl Reacts. And her thing is that she reacts to sports. She reacts to sports clips from suggestions from her audience. And I've noticed, just even with watching these guys, and if you have a chance to go see them, some of their content, especially with some of the reactions, the language can get a little bit much for some viewers. So they're just being honest. I'm not judging them. I love their shows. I love their content. I love everything that they do. But with that, Courtney had an interesting. Well, it's not interesting. It's flat out disturbing thing happened to her on her show. She had mentioned something to the effect that she was going to be moving to America. She's from New Zealand, and she was going to be moving to the United States with her fiance, and they were going to live here. And part of the avenue of her show is that she was reacting to sports from North America, like the NFL, NBA, NHL, those types of things, and really enjoyed it. She's got a dynamic personality and loves the reactions. Well, she did a show where she had explained that unfortunately the moving to America was not going to happen. Circumstances had presented themselves where that she was no longer going to be moving to America. Now, some of you are saying, what does this have to do with what you're talking about right now? Well, Courtney had to deal with the same thing that I did. Well, but this was way worse. This was way worse. Because when she explained that she and her fiance were not going to be moving to America, the amount of hateful, really mean comments started just flooding her page. And that's not fair. That's not fair at all. And so in her follow-up, she had mentioned that she turned off the comments and that she wasn't going to have it. She wasn't going to have it at all. Nothing that was not going to be a part of her show. That was not going to be a part of her comments. And I'm just kind of gleaning together what I took of her explanation. And I think it was very, very brave of her. She took ownership of her channel, and that's what I think all of the people on YouTube, whenever they create their content, they want to share something with you. They're not intentionally trying to aggravate or disrupt or cause dissension in their viewership. They just want to provide some type of entertainment. The point of my channel is to just basically try things. It's an experimentation. I only have a few followers so far. I would hopefully like to build it up where I have maybe can monetize a little bit on this, but I'm taking ownership of the channel because I'm not going to have negativity in the comments. I've explained over in previous episodes that that's not the place for it. It's not the place for it. And the people that do want to come and view this content, I'm so grateful. And I would be welcome to any constructive criticism or any feedback or any suggestions for future content in the future. This is an outlet for me. This is not my full-on career. I just wanted to try something different, maybe have a little fun with it, maybe get in contact with a viewership and have kind of a bit of a go back and forth with just some ideas. And that's the way it's going to be. So this is my explanation as to why I have not uploaded videos in the last few weeks. For those loyal subscribers who come here to see the content, I'm very, very grateful. Very, very grateful to you. And if I decide to turn the comments back on again, this is and as far as taking ownership, if the rules of the comments too personal or just out and out ugly and mean or not related to the content, they'll be turned off again, and those responsible, they will be blocked. I don't want to interfere with your content. I don't want to interfere with your viewership of YouTube. I think you should go find places and things that you like to watch. If I'm not it, then don't watch it. Okay? Well, that's my explanation. I hope to bank another episode later on this evening. But again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I hope this explanation was helpful, and for the viewers that want to come to the channel and watch my content, and for those that don't, please, I implore you, life is too short to engage in something that you find uninteresting or unappealing, or you just flat out don't like. So maybe find another channel Okay? That being said, thank you again, and I'll see you next time.